Perfect. Yes, right. I'm positively sure that you can see the presentation, right? So
Yes.
my name is Sebastian Quirimbo. I'm associate professor at the Faculty of Psychology and Educational Science at the Spiru Haret University in Romania. Also, I'm conducting an Institute of Research, Policies, and Evaluation Education. And as Said said before, every morning I get a smile from my little students in the primary school in Bucharest. So this is my activity, and this is the man Sebastian or the teacher Sebastian. I put the title there, Education and Teachers Nowadays, and I think, yes, we are unique. We are here. We are together. We are together at the Glory Foundation, and this is a very nice event. Welcome to this event. As you can see, I'm the host now, so I'm doing uh, whatever I can. So, dear colleagues and distinguished guests, I think
I,
that
I, I,
education.
I recommend that if anyone is not muted, just mute yourself so that there's no feedback. And
Okay,
also, since you're the host, I'm not sure, should I bother you?
I've done.
If anybody is
I've
trying to
done.
join,
Yes,
I
I've
will not
done.
be able
I've
to
done.
let them in. So if you
Yes, I
see something,
accept it. I
kindly do that.
already accept it.
Okay.
Okay,
Excellent.
okay, okay. I'm doing my best just to be the co-host here.
Sorry. Thank you
So
about that.
no problem. So we think that education is the foundation on which the future is built, and we, the teachers, are the architects of this future. Our work is not only about passing of knowledge, but also about shaping characters and inspiring courage and self-confidence, but also encouraging critical thinking and creativity. And in the face of current challenges, such as rapid technological change and social transformations, education remains a stable anchor, and our role is more important than ever. And together, through Glory Future Foundation, through our collaboration and dedication, yes, we can meet these challenges. We think, and probably you already agree with this, that each child, just one moment.
Not turn it on.
Значи добре, ако ти дозволя share, тогава.
Pa te su kad... Aha, dobro.
Okay, I mute everyone, sorry. We think that each child is unique, and his uniqueness is starting point in making decisions regarding the full development, and recognizing and knowing this uniqueness closely will help us know how to help him. What we know, what we believe, and when we think about the child is reflected in all that we do for him. And when we'll never be able to know everything about the child, but the closer we get to him, and of course understand him, the more we'll learn about what we should do to help him grow and develop the full potential he has. In education, we know there are no general recipes, no recipes, unfortunately. We also know that in the 21st century, the changes that have occurred in our societies have created new challenges, including for us, the teachers. And Glasner considered that the power and example in an organization is a basic need. Drycourse, Grunwald, and Pepper have spoken of power in relation to classroom and content management. And it is not easy to talk about the power of the teacher, but what about the magic of the lesson? What about the magician in each of us? Tauber argues that the power of reference through which students identify with the teacher and respect him is the most powerful tool through which we can make students learn and feel good at school. And the teacher can find out what he needs to change in his way of exercising his profession only through permanent contact with the students, the other fellow teachers, the management of the school units, school inspectors, and parents. And it is known that school does not mean only teaching at the department, but the realities in the educational institution, realities offered by the school actors, lead us to this conclusion. The transition from a culture of modernity, from the perspective of which teacher exercise more power than authority, to a postmodern culture whose values, principles, ideas are still in the process of coagulation, has already begun. A change of perspective, strategies, and educational practices becomes a sine qua non condition for quality assurance in education. In the next slide, you can see education, you can see school. We know that education is limitless, school is a place, and promoting the four pillars of the knowledge society, education, research, development, and innovation, does not only mean supporting the social activities as a priority, means, first of all, a new grid of values. And we must ensure that those who are constantly learning, those who research, those who contribute to the development and innovation of institutions or technologies enjoy the highest social prestige. All the measures and action proposed in this strategy aim not only at a new institution and legislative arrangement, but above all at a new axiology's commitment, a new hierarchy of values that will take us out of the axiological disorientation that my country, Romania, we experienced after 89. And we cannot achieve an economy and a knowledge society without believing in the values. Learning means the development, innovation of institution, of every institution, and technologies research put at the service of solving the complex problems we face nowadays. We can see here that day by day, multiple changes arise from education systems, and the responsibility of the teaching profession derives from the influence by a teacher on children, from the important role he or she can play in the future path of children. And this influence manifests itself from an early age and is maintained throughout schooling. What is a good teacher? We try to give the best definition of a good teacher. I don't know personally, I don't have a general definition. I cannot define, but I think that a good teacher manages to do more than ensure transmission adequate knowledge to the children they educate, manages to teach them how to search for and find on their own the information they need at a given time, how to learn on their own, how to successfully adapt to an unforeseen situation and find answers and solutions to the problems they face. Since all the paths of knowledge leads to education, the solution to the crisis of general culture are also found in the school. And starting from the education ideal, which aims at the complex formation of young people from an intellectual, moral, and social point of view, evolutions and programmatic assumptions are necessary at the level of the relevant policies regarding the school's mission, the restructuring of the contents, and the modernization of every teaching strategy. A modern school, yes, a green school, a colorful school, represent an innovative educational space that goes beyond the traditional framework of education, integrating sustainability and attractive design into the daily lives of students. The school, my school, is colorful, my school is friendly, and using the vibrant shades that stimulate students' creativity and good mood. The classrooms normally are equipped with ergonomic furniture, advanced technology, facilitating an interactive and flexible learning environment adapted to the needs of its students. And this is unfortunately in theory, only in theory, because we cannot find such a school everywhere in every part of this world. But in theory, in such a school, the focus is on developing a sustainable community, which students encourage to adopt an environmentally responsible lifestyle and collaborate in an inclusive and colorful environment. We cannot afford a museum school oriented towards the past, which emphasizes knowledge, but we need a school that prepares children for the future, emphasizing social and communication skills on the well-being on the teacher, but also on the student. We know that in a modern school, we need interactive teaching strategies, and the didactic approach is designed in such a way that it is not longer focuses on the teacher, but on the students. Our role remains a capital one by giving up the old, rigid, and uniform educational practices. He becomes the organizer of a learning environment adapted to the particularities and needs of the beneficiaries, facilitating the learning process and the development of the competencies. Well, let's not forget, early childhood is the most important period in an individual's life due to the lasting consequences it has on his or her further development. And the last 20 years have gathered a lot of evidence in this regard and have determined major changes in the way this period is viewed, and especially in the practices of care and education of young children. We all want healthy children, normally developed, happy, eager to learn, full of energy, who fill us with satisfaction through what they know, through what they can do, through the way they behave and think. And everything depends on the greatest extent of us adults. We are the first one they trust the most and who decides the start in life. And at the conclusion, I think the better you know how your child learns, the more you can help him develop healthily. And the centric application approach of the child, the fully accepted principle of contemporary education, essentially implies the permanent concern of teachers for the knowledge of a child as individuality and the adaptation of education programs to the individual profile of the subject of education. From this perspective, the consideration of a child as a whole, as a structure of traits, needs, inclination defining potentials, and this close determination and mutual relationship is an essential condition for the formation from means specific to education of an integral and harmless personality. I do thank you for your attention, also for being part of a wonderful family. Teachers from all over the world, teachers of Glory Future Foundation. Thanks a lot.